I don't know what I do to it, but good morning. Little technical difficulties up here. My name is Marilyn Warner, and I serve as a worship associate for this community. Our minister, the Reverend Eric Kamenetsky, will return to our pulpit on September 30th. Every year, the congregation meets over at Seabeck Retreat Center to spend a weekend of fun, swimming, singing, meeting, and some serious playing. We will be joining them via Zoom to share songs and time for all ages and hear a reading. So we are once again redefining community using the internet. For this morning, I am so pleased to welcome the Seabeck Retreat team to share a good word with us. I keep losing it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Okay. See, when I try to move it up, that's what happens.
Okay. Okay. There we go.
Okay. Okay. There.
Just a lighter
All right.
touch.
Okay. All right. In preparation for our service, please put your phones in worship mode, which in this hall means pull out your device and please turn off your ringer. We welcome all of you to our service, especially those of you who are searching for a spiritual home. Many of us were once seeking for something larger than ourselves to which we could belong, a sense of rootedness to hold us as we create meaning together. Still having trouble with my, Okay. We do that well here, though not perfectly. In this congregation, we strive not for perfection, but for authenticity and connection. Whether it's your first time in worship with us or your 100th time, we hope that you'll find here questions that stretch you, people to befriend you, and religiously liberal values that challenge you to join us in loving boldly, living justly, and welcoming radically. Now, if this is your first Sunday with us, we're guessing you want to know more about us, and we want to know more about you, so we can help you connect with the things that you are hoping to find in this faith community. If that sounds good, and you're here on site this morning, please find someone at the welcome desk after this service and say hello. They're super friendly, and they can tell you all kinds of stuff about our congregation. I have to share with you, when I try to scroll, it goes fuzzy. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but okay. Or if that sounds good and you're watching us online, please go to our website at euuc.org and click on the tab that says, I'm new. When you do that, you'll find a drop-down menu with a link to our visitor form called, What Are You Interested In? If you fill it out, we'll send you more information about who we are, about who you can become if you choose to explore this amazing congregation. What happens after that is up to you. We invite, you choose. If you're here on site this morning and you'd like to gather to socialize after the service, please feel free to go out the double doors at the back this hall, grab a hot beverage, and join us for coffee hour. We welcome all children in our worship service, and we remind you that children are always welcome in all parts of our service, and the noises they make are sacred and holy. We're happy that you're here. And now we open the service with our land acknowledgement. Let us remember that our congregational home, this site on which we are gathered this morning, is placed on the ancestral lands of the Snohomish people, who have inhabited this region of the Salish Sea since time immemorial, and who continue their livelihoods on these lands today. May we all live and learn humbly as allies to the Snohomish. Each week that we gather, we place a flame in the bowl of this chalice, thus committing and completing a sign and a signal of our faith tradition, Unitarian Universalism. We ignite the flame at the opening of our time together, making real a symbol of the light and the love and the warmth we bring when we gather. The flame in the chalice is temporary. The values the flame represents for us are permanent. This flame becomes a symbol of that love, that light, and that warmth that we share when we gather here for worship, or when we come together anywhere else for any other purpose that lifts up the mission that we have freely chosen for our congregation, gathering together, nurturing the Spirit, living our vision of a just and sustainable world. We gather in this place in person and through screens in this moment, and later on through recordings, but we gather, we create community, and may that always be so. So now let's repeat our affirmation together. You can say it out loud, read along, listen to the group reading, or otherwise participate as you wish. We need each other, and so we come to this place to work and dance and laugh and cry and think. We call ourselves a religious community, not because this place is in itself holy ground, but because what we do here and say here and are here make it so. So let it be. So now we're going to turn our camera or zoom to the gathering in Seabeck and join them for a singing, for time for all ages, a reading, and more singing. Hymn number 1023, Building Bridges.
Unitarian Universalist congregation to join us. It is so good to have you all with us. We are ready to sing. The hymn is Building Bridges from Singing the Journey, number 1023, Matt Smith and Bruce Baker leading. We're going to sing it all together once. And then we get a confirmation that we're coming through. You guys here will do group one,
So you guys hear me group 2? And then hear me group 3.
Say it again.
You get confirmation. Okay, so great. Go. All together. 1, 2, ready, and building bridges between our divisions. I reach out to you, will you reach out to me? With all voices and all our visions, friends we make such sweet harmony. Building bridges between our divisions. I will change bridges between our divisions. I will reach out to you, if you reach out to me. With all the faces and all our nations. Building bridges between our nations. I will change bridges between our divisions. I will back to the earth with the reach out to nations. With all the voices of our divisions. Making such a clean harmony. Ironies will make such sweet harmony. Thank you.
We will have a moment's peace led by Jen. Jen, if you would please come up.
Speak up and into the mic. Can you hear me? Okay, so yesterday many of us went out and did a forest bathing exercise, and it was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to bring that indoors. I'd imagine doing this outdoors. So maybe we can all try this to bring the outdoors in. So we talked about 3 words, and you're going to learn what these words mean. So please close your eyes. And imagine you're outside and you're looking at the most beautiful forest that you can come up with. So first, appreciate the yugen, or the awareness of all the shapes, creating larger shapes and supporting this experience of every part of the beauty being made of all shapes and forms. Then appreciate the Como Rebi, or the way the sun is drawn into the leaves, the barks, the moss, creating new shapes and shades of color, playing upon the forest as a canvas. Now appreciate the Wabi Sabi, or the representation of every shape in a unique rendition formed by every present moment in time for everything that is. Natural shapes share the beauty of imperfection, meaning everything in our world is a unique creation to know and behold. With your eyes closed, look at it. Now taste the air and listen and feel the ground pressing on your feet. And with a full breath, renew your appreciation of yugen, the overwhelming beauty that can't be described, only felt. And the Como Rebi, the overlay of the sun's colors and lines, changing constantly with the passing of time, the turning of earth, tugging on sunbeams and shadows to reveal the next perspective. The Wabi Sabi that makes every part of everything perfectly interconnected as it relates to the grandeur and breathtaking majesty of the yugen. And so it goes.
For Time for All Ages, Barb Powers is bringing us a story.
And I'd like, if you would, years ago, we used to have the children come up, right? if you wouldn't mind coming up front, then your faces wouldn't be on the screen out there to protect you. And also, if you can sit here, you'll see the pictures better. We don't have a screen to show people. Oh, wow. And the bigger kids, if you can make sure the little kids get a chance to see.
Or that might be closer to your mouth.
Okay, is that better? Yeah. Get all the little ones. You want to come a little bit closer? You can see. I'm wondering about you back there, the two little ones over there. Okay. The book that I'm reading is called Here to There and Me to You. Here to There and Me to You. Bridges do more than connect one place to another. They bring the whole world together. They can be wooden covered bridge, golden gated, like in San Francisco, or in London, falling down. Some bridges are movable, going up and up and up before coming back down, while others are simple stones, placed 1, 2, 3 to make a safe. Bridges, just for animals, help find them new homes, new friends, and plenty of food. And trains can use bridges to clickety-clack along, carrying people to people, family together again. Some bridges join country to country, making a big world seem smaller, or connect neighborhood to neighborhood, turning strangers into friends. Some bridges are rickety-ratchety, swinging and swaying their way to beautiful hidden away places. Bridges can be made by bending backward and stretching until all fall laughing down. And rainbows make bridges from sunshine to rain. But the bridge I like best isn't so grand. It connects you to me through a simple holding of hands. Can we perhaps stand and show that simple bridge? Maybe all of us could stand and show that simple bridge of holding hand to hand. It connects me to you and you to me through the simple holding of hands. And that's the end of our story.
Sermon is brought this morning by Bruce Baker, a piece written by the Reverend Jan Taddeo, a Unitarian Universalist minister. Bruce.
When I was very young, my family went camping at Assateague Island on Maryland shore. It was a long drive, but there were lots of adventures along the way. The last adventure was crossing the Verrazano Bridge over Sinnapuxon Bay. This was one of my favorite moments. As we approached the bridge, my father would holler back to his kids, "Look out! It looks like we're going to land in the water." The Verrazano Bridge rises sharply, so you can't see the other side until you get close to the top of the bridge. As you approach, it feels like you'll fall right off the bridge when you get there. Creating adventure was a theme in my family. My father would take us out on Sunday drives just to get lost. He would say things like, let's just turn down this road and see where it takes us. And my mother would take us on penny hikes, flipping a coin at every fork in the trail to see which direction we might walk next. We explored trails, creeks, went bushwhacking a few times, always looking for new adventures. Growing up with appreciation for the unknown and creating adventures in unexpected ways has served me well, says Jan. I like to try new foods and activities, go places I haven't been before, ride roller coasters, especially ones in the dark. I love Star Trek because they boldly go where no one has gone before. I like to explore new ways of doing things even when I'm not certain how it might turn out. Sometimes I do like to reinvent the wheel. And I try hard to think outside the box and invite others to open the box for me when I get stuck inside. Unitarian Universalists step out into the unknown all the time as we embark on our spiritual adventures. We go searching for new ways to make meaning in our lives, create more just, loving world, and answer questions of ultimacy together. We see creative ways to raise children with inquiring minds, loving hearts, and provide them with the tools to navigate an unpredictable future. We cross bridges and borders as we learn to navigate this multicultural world around us that challenges us to expand our worldview and embrace new ways of engaging a changing world. Whether we're crossing a bridge from the place of comfort to challenges we never anticipated, or from our own cultural norms to completely new worldviews, we have resources, friends, and mentors to guide us. If we're crossing the bridge from youth to young adult, or from career to retirement, somehow we find the tools that we need to navigate our way to the other shore. For this amazing journey, we carry in our backpacks a sense of wonder, a sense of humor, and a lot of courage. Our compass is a compassion that we hold for all our neighbors. Our sustenance is a joy of discovering our true selves and experiencing the divine in one another. Our map is a sacred covenant that we hold with one another to walk this journey together. With so many tools to guide and support us as we approach new bridges, it's not such a leap of faith to trust that we arrive at that distant shore. Together, we can boldly go where our vision and our faith call us to go. Jan Tadeo.
We have a song that Barb and Bruce are going to sing for us. If you know it, you're welcome to sing along. And do we have lyrics to hand out? Oh, wonderful. Well, we'll hand out some lyrics and see what we can do.
Mike check.
Mic check.
I'm over here.
Where's Mike to check?
Okay, okay. Should I do that, like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
totally, totally. Bridges by Bill Staines. Bill Staines, well known, is probably one of his best known. All the kids here is All God's Bridge Got a Place in the Choir. But today we're gonna, yeah, that was Bill. That was Bill. Great guy. Produced him a concert. Wonderful. Passed a few years ago, and left an absolutely legendary legacy of music. And this one I thought of many months ago as being in harmony with the theme that we've been. Barb, here we go. There are bridges, bridges in the sky, they're shining in the sun. They're stone and steel and wood and wire, into links to one. They are languages and letters, they are poetry and law. They are love and understanding, and they're better than a wall. Languages and letters, they're poetry and law. They're love and understanding, and they're better than a wall. There are canyons, they're haunting in the night. They are rank and bitter anger, they're all devoid of light. They are fear and blind suspicion, they are apathy and pride. They are dark and so foreboding, and their veil so very wide. They are fear and blind suspicion, they are apathy and pride. They are dark and so foreboding, and they go so very wide. Let us build a bridge of music, let us cross it with a song. Let us span another canyon, let us right another wrong. And if sometime you should ask us where we're off and bound today, we will tell them building bridges and be off and on our way. And if someone should ask us where we're off and bound today, we will tell them building bridges and be off and on our way. Tell them building bridges and be off and on our way.
Nuisance responsive reading. Class.
This is a responsive reading. Your part is we build a bridge. Let's try it. We build a bridge to people who may not look like us, worship like us, live like us, love like us, vote like us. We build a bridge to people who may not have a comfortable home, conveniences, running water. We build a bridge to people who suffer oppression in their quest for freedom of expression. We build a bridge. And to people who live in daily fear of having enough to eat or feed their children, we build a bridge. In living our values as Unitarian Universalist, shining a light in an increasingly dark world and dark time, we build a bridge. May it be so. Amen.
Friends, it's been a pleasure having the Edmonds Unitarian Universalist congregation with us. I think they are signing off, and we are going to move into our announcements and then our acknowledgments. Because
This is the time in the service where we do our reflections ritual. A kind word or a thoughtful act, like a pebble dropped in water, sends ripples out into the world. Should you wish to make a promise or let go of one, remember someone, release a bit of pain, forgive yourself or someone else, or otherwise mark some important event or occasion, please step forward and quietly send your thoughts outward as you drop a pebble in the water, mingling the ripples of your intention with the ripples of other people in our community. During this quiet time and as the beautiful music plays, please feel free to come forward and place a pebble in the water. Please approach by the outer aisles and return by the center. And I will drop one pebble for all those whom we wish were here with us today, and another for all those who wish they were here. May it be so. If you're new to our gathering, it's important for you to know that EUUC's weekly offering does not support the ongoing operation of this congregation. We support our congregation by making generous pledges of financial support that we pay month by month or year by year. Our Sunday offering is dedicated to going right out into the world to support organizations doing good works that align with and extend the mission of this congregation, gathering together, nurturing the Spirit, living our vision of a just and sustainable world. First cause of the month is the League of Women Voters of Snohomish County. It's called LWVSC. It's a nonpartisan political organization that encourages informed and active participation in government. It's open to all men and women. The League of Women Voters is an activist, grassroots organization that believes that all of us should play a critical role in democracy. We do not endorse or oppose political candidates or parties at any level of government. Our advocacy positions are based on the merits of each issue after careful study and consensus. League members vote on a specific focus for each fiscal year. This year, they are focusing on tree canopy / legacy forests, creation of tree campaign committee, and redistricting reform campaign. The funds donated by EUUC will be used by the League to offset the cost of printing the pamphlet, Your Voice Matters, and the annual Guide to Your Elected Officials, as well as to continue other voter education efforts, such as candidate forums and other educational forums we offer in Snohomish County. Please help support the League of Women Voters of Snohomish to continue their important work as they encourage informed and active participation in government and work to increase understanding of major public policy issues and influences public policy through education and advocacy. This organization was nominated by Alice Owen, and as always, thank you for your generous donations. If you have an organization that you wish to nominate for Sunday Cause of the Month, we invite you to fill out the online nomination form at it's not on there, at https://euuc.org/Sunday-offering/. Now, if you're online or if you're on site and you have your phone in your hand, you can find and donate to the Sunday Offering Cause of the Month on the EUUC website on the Give to EUUC page found under the Giving tab. Or if you're on site and you have cash or a check with you, there are baskets out in the narthex where you can contribute. As you go through the doors, you turn around and you'll see one underneath the screen on the wall, and the other is over by the coffee. So please be generous within the limits of your budget. And now we have a few announcements. The first one, Alice Owen exhibition in the atrium. You may have noticed some paintings as you walked in today. These works are by our own Alice Owen. They are her invitation for you to look at nature up close. Her rich, intimate pictures show us the details of the natural world around us. If you're interested in purchasing a painting, please reach out to Alice, to the office, or to Rachel Maxwell. Alice is contributing all proceeds from the sale of the paintings to EUUC. Thank you, Alice. Tatiana Bravo is hosting a session of small group ministry this fall. Join lively intellectual discussion on topics such as courage, resilience, and boundaries. We will meet on Zoom on Thursdays, 7 to 8:30 p.m. every 2 weeks, starting Thursday, October the 3rd. If you're interested, contact Tatiana Bravo via email through Breeze. Join us for First Sundays at EUUC from October through May. Enjoy the service, join in a community lunch afterwards, and stay for a workshop, building our skills to make real the collective liberation we aspire to. There will be special programming for kids. These 8 Sundays will be a great way to live all 3 aspects of our mission. We will gather together, nurture our spirits, and live our vision of a just and sustainable world. We are able to fund the religious exploration programming and lunches for our First Sundays through a generous donation from a member of our congregation. Would you like to learn about Breeze? Now, Breeze is EUUC's church management software and member database. You can check your pledge, find contact information for a friend, and if you haven't found your way around Breeze yet and you would like to, contact Gail Smith. She'll help you get started. Help is wanted for the new EUC website. That team would like for people with experience to join us. If you'd like to be part of this team in service to the EUC congregation, please contact Elliot Hazard or Linda Myers. For the Birds concert, EUC's climate team is sponsoring For the Birds, a concert of imagery and stories presented by the Nelda Swigert Quintet later today, September 22nd at 4 p.m. at the Edmonds United Methodist Church. Tickets are available at Eventbrite. Follow the QR code here or at the social justice desk in the narthex. Now please join me in the words printed on the screen as we release the flame on our burning chalice. We release this flame, but not the light of truth. We release this flame, but not the warmth of this community. We release this flame, but not the fire of our commitment. These we will carry in our hearts until we meet again. You're welcome to remain here in Chapman Hall to enjoy the walking out music, or you can find a beverage in the narthex and return here to visit with friends, or grab a beverage and go out to our playground and visit with our kids and their grown-ups. They'd love to have your company. Finally, we give thanks for all of you who make this service and this congregation possible.